I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope that you learn a lot while preparing for your test on quadratic functions. Here is question number 7 for you. It is based on different forms of quadratic functions and how to use them. So the question here is, given f of x equals to 6x squared plus 8x minus 10, find the vertex in fraction form, not decimals, using three unique methods. Now we are given equation in standard form, and you have to find out the answer for vertex in three different forms. So the idea of having this question here is to explore ways in which we can solve a particular equation and figure out the best possible way. So we have our function f of x as equals to 6x squared plus 8x minus 10. So we could factor this, right? So that is one way we could do factoring. Second way we could do is completing the squares, right? And the third way is partial factoring. So I'll show you partial factoring now, which I think is very good technique to find the vertex, right? So partial factoring is in which we actually factor these two only. So here what do we get? We have 2x common. So 2x is common. We can have 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we get 3x plus 8 divided by 2 is 4 minus 10. So if you see this, then at x equals to 0, the value of the function is minus 10. At x equals to minus 4 over 3, the value of the function is also minus 10. Do you see that? So there is an axis of symmetry midway between them. So we say axis of symmetry is at x equals to 0 plus this value, which is minus 4 over 3 divided by 2, right? Midway between them. That is at minus 4 over 6, right? So we can say that axis of symmetry. Now the vertex is going to be on axis of symmetry. X equals to minus 2 over 3, right? So we are expecting answers in fraction for this particular question. So therefore, don't write decimals, right? Just keep it in fractions. So that is the x value of the vertex. So what is the y value? To find the y value, we need to find value of the function at minus 2 over 3, right? So at minus 2 over 3, we'll substitute this value here. It's a 6 times minus 2 over 3 whole square plus 8 times minus 2 over 3 minus 10. And once you solve this, you get your answer for y, which is in this case a minimum point, since the function opens upwards, right? So that's a minimum. So we get 6 times, this is 4 over 9, right? And here we get minus 16 over 3, and then we get minus 10. Now this could be solved a bit. We have 3 common, so it gets multiplied by 2, and 3 times 3. Now to get the answer, we have to take 3 as a common denominator. So we get 3 here. Lot of work. 4 times 2 is 8 minus 16, and 3 times 10 is minus 30. So that is our answer. So we can calculate using the calculator, which is 8 minus 16, which is minus 8 minus 30. I still recommend to use calculator in all these cases. Minus 38 by 3. So we get minus 38 by 3, right? So we get our vertex, and we used which method? Partial factoring. So let me write down here, partial factoring. And we got the vertex as x value of minus 2 over 3 and the y value of minus 38 over 3. Right? And you don't have to write decimals. It's very clearly written fraction form. Now of course the second method is completing the squares, so we can do completing the squares now, which is f of x equals to, so we'll again work with these two. So we'll take 6 common, right? 6 common, and we get here x squared plus 8 over 6 x, and we'll keep that minus 10 outside. So now from here we can have x squared plus 8 over 6 could be written as 4 over 3, right? So let me simplify this and write 4 over 3x, and here we will add and subtract half of this. So half of this is 4 over 6 whole square, and then subtract 4 over 6 whole square minus 10. So now this becomes, these three is a perfect square. We get x plus 4 over 6, which is 2 over 3 whole square, minus 4 over 6 whole square, right? So 4 over 6 is 2 over 3. So or we can simplify and then square it as you wish. 2 over 3 is better to take at this moment. So 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. So that is what we get. Simplify first. We know 4 over 6 equals to 2 over 3. And then we are actually squaring 2 over 3 here, correct? Minus this within bracket minus 10. And then multiply by 6. We get 6 times x plus 4 over 3 as 2 over 3. Divide both by 2. Minus 6 times this. So 6 times 4 is 24. 24 over 9. So we can divide 24 and simplify this. We get 3, and 24 divided by 3 is 8, right? So we get 8. So you can see it other ways. If you multiply, the common factor is 3 here. 3 times 2 is 6, so 2 times 4 is 8, and there you go. Minus 10. And then you get your final result, which is x plus 2 over 3 whole square, and you can combine these two terms. So it is minus of minus 8 minus 30, so which is minus 38 over 3. And therefore, you do get the same vertex, which is minus 2 over 3 and minus 38 over 3. Yeah, I wrote it wrong here. This was minus 38. We did get minus 38. So it's good to compare. That is what I was wondering. What happened? So we have this method. This is the second method of doing it, right? Now tell me the third method. The third method is kind of tricky and very, very useful. So here is the third method. Third method is that whenever you have an equation in standard form, then you can actually find the vertex by quadratic equation itself. So in a quadratic equation, let me tell you how we get it. X equals to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? Now at the vertex, this term is 0, and therefore x is minus b by 2a. So if you do minus b by 2a, you get the x value. Do you understand? So x is equals to minus of 8 divided by twice a, which is 2 times 6. Do you see that? Now you can simplify this. So when you simplify this, 8 divided by 2 times 6 is 12, and 8 divided by 12, let me say, minus 8 over 12. And this could be simplified, divide both by 4. You get 4 times 2 and 3, minus 2 over 3, the same answer. Do you see that? So when you plug in minus 2 over 3, as we did here, you get your vertex. Do you understand? So this is probably the fastest way of getting the answer. You'll get the same answer as this, but see the beauty. So the thing is, you could always use this particular method of finding the vertex in your problems if the method is not mentioned. So the thing is, at x equals to minus b by 2a, we have axis of symmetry. This axis of symmetry is actually at minus b by 2a. Do you understand? Use this formula, get your answer, plug in the value, get the vertex. And that is the best way of doing it. Thank you and all the best. I hope you learned a lot from here. I love it. Thank you.